Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. Today I want to talk about a topic that can be confusing when you are doing no contact. And by that, I mean that you're not contacting your ex, you're not looking at their snaps or their IG stories or their WhatsApp stories, but they are looking at yours. They're looking at everything you do, and a lot of times they're looking at it right away. So what does that mean? Obviously, your first thought is, oh, they're interested. They're interested in me. They want to get back together. They want to see what I'm up to. This is great. This is hope for the future. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. You would think that if they were looking at them that they're interested, but unfortunately, not necessarily. I had a coaching client he had been broken up with, and yet his ex would look at his stories, usually within 5 minutes of him posting them. And so you would think, well, she must be really interested. Maybe she wants to get back with him, but she's too proud. She doesn't want to contact him, but she's really interested in him. And so she's trying to send a hidden message, a hidden signal by viewing his stories to make him think that she wants him back and hopefully he'll contact her. Well, after 2 months, we made an executive decision, a calculated decision that, okay, fine. Send her a text and see what happens. Well, what do you think happened? This woman that had been viewing his stories right away, usually, she did not respond to the text. She didn't even open it. She probably saw it on her lock screen, but since it was on WhatsApp, he never got the 2 check marks. And so she didn't even bother opening it. So there's your proof right there that just because your ex is viewing your stories, it doesn't mean that they are interested in getting back with you, as difficult as that may be to believe. And maybe they're just totally done and they don't care if you know that they're viewing your stories. It's like, I don't care. I just want to see what he's up to. You know, he's got an interesting life. Let's see what's going on. I don't care if he knows that I'm seeing the stories. I'm not going to get back with him anyway. So what do I care what he thinks? That might be one way to go. Or maybe sometimes they want you to know that they're viewing your story and they are trying to send you a message. But the fact is, you don't know. You do know. You have a 50-50 chance. So what do? I still say stick to no contact. They have to reach out to you directly. So any indirect reaching out that your ex does not count. They have to put effort into it, because otherwise they're not going to get back with you. You have to know. Otherwise, you're going to be strung along. You're going to get your hopes up, and then you're going to get your hopes dashed. So if they just contact you and they say, hey, or hi, or what's going on, or hope you're okay, or happy birthday, it doesn't mean they want to get back. And just because they're viewing your stories or your snaps, it doesn't mean they want to get back. And so I think that if after 2 months of your ex viewing your stories or your snaps, if they still haven't reached out to you, that's when you should block them. Because obviously seeing you didn't make them want to get back together. They're just getting dopamine hits from seeing what you're up to. They don't have to miss you as much, because viewing someone's story, you actually feel like they're a part of your life, or you're a part of their life, right? You know, when you view stories of strangers on Instagram, after a while you feel like you know them. You feel like you're in their life. And so by allowing your ex to continue to view your stories when there's no sign of them being interested in you, at some point you have to cut off the dopamine. And so I would suggest after 8 weeks, boom, cut them off. That's it. No more. And then hopefully you'll be able to find out whether they do want to get back together if they miss you and are not able to see your stories, or whether it's over and they're done. So if you have any questions or you would like to work with me personally, you can reach me at my website, theartoflove.net. If you're listening to this on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, thank you for subscribing. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.